oh my god, this is actually happening. Biblical Arcade, let's go. Oasis have officially announced a UK tour for the summer of 2025. What? What is going on? Starting in Cardiff for 2 nights, then it's on to Manchester, London, Edinburgh and Dublin. Whether or not they'll even ever make it to Dublin is another question. If you're going to get tickets, my advice would be to go for one of the earlier dates, because they could very well just break up before the end of the tour. And their website also confirms plans are underway for Oasis Live 25 to go to other continents outside of Europe later next year. Oasis commented, Oasis today end years of feverish speculation with the confirmation of a long-awaited run of UK and Ireland shows, forming the domestic leg of their Oasis Live 25 World Tour. The guns have fallen silent, the stars have aligned, the great wait is over, come see, it will not be televised. Now, whether you're a fan of Oasis or just see them as a Beatles tribute act, you can't deny this is a huge moment for music history. I don't think there's ever been so much demand and hype for a live rock show. The significance of this is massive. Their website completely crashed when the announcement was made. And remember, their Nebworth show in 1996, 2.6 million people applied for tickets to that show. And now in this day and age, I think that hype and demand is even bigger. The legacy and the drama and the myth behind Oasis has all bubbled up these last 16 years into this. It's a huge moment. So this is everything we know about the reunion so far. Firstly, the fact that they've specified themselves this will be their only European dates confirms that they won't be headlining Glastonbury in 2025. That was a big rumour over the weekend. And speaking of rumours, they started flying about online again about a week before the announcement. I mean, rumours have been flying about for years about the Oasis reunion, but this time there seemed to be something different about these rumours. They had a bit more gravitas to them. Specific dates and specific venues were being mentioned, and Liam Gallagher was hinting more so than usual. I've never liked the word former, Liam wrote on Twitter, or X, on Sunday. He also responded to news articles about the reunion. And while headlining Reading Festival this past weekend, he dedicated the Oasis song Half a World Away to Noel. Plus, when a fan on social media said that Heaton Park was a terrible venue, he said this, "See you down the front." Then, on the 25th of August, both Liam and Noel, plus the official Oasis social media channels, posted this. And the same date and time were displayed after Liam's headline show at Reading and Leeds Festival, and it was also shown at the end of a Blossoms show the same weekend, which could hint to their involvement. Maybe they could be one of the support acts for this tour. And that date that was being teased is today, the day that I'm recording this. It is the 27th of August, it has just gone past 8 AM, and I would have recorded all of this in advance, but I was so sure that this was just going to be a naff reissue of Definitely Maybe that I didn't bother, and now I'm regretting that. So today is just complete chaos for me. Now, this announcement, of course, coincides with the 30th anniversary of Definitely Maybe, their debut album, and 16 years after the band broke up, after Noel left ahead of a show in Paris. So how did they patch things up? Now, I think it would have been impossible for this tour to go ahead without the brothers first reconciling. No matter how much money was on the table, and as it turns out, it's a lot of money on the table. The Sun is reporting that the tour could make over £400 million, with both Liam and Noel pocketing £50 million. The Sun is also reporting, very sadly, that no other original Oasis members will be joining them for the shows. Instead, band members from Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds will be stepping up to take on the shows. This is yet to be confirmed, though. And let's be honest, it is The Sun, so take it with a pinch of salt. Because Bonehead did already play with Liam Gallagher this year, on his anniversary shows for Definitely Maybe. So it would be odd for him not to join in with this as well, seeing as he's friends with both Liam and Noel. So we'll have to keep our eyes on all of that. Now, recent events were pointing to a reconciliation between Noel and Liam. In a recent video interview about the Definitely Maybe anniversary, Noel went out of his way to praise Liam, which is completely unheard of for Noel. He said, "I don't have the same attitude as him," and likened Liam's voice to 10 shots of tequila on a Friday night while describing his own as half a Guinness on a Tuesday. Now, this marks a huge, significant shift. The Gallaghers were arguably the most volatile musical siblings since the Kinks. They seemed destined to clash, especially when confined to a tour bus. Over the past 5 years, though, they have been showing signs of inching closer and closer together. In 2020, Liam Gallagher made it clear in his typical fashion that he was open to an Oasis reunion. He said, "We need to get Oasis back for a one-off gig for charity. Come on, Noel, then we can go back to our amazing solo careers. Come on, you know it." That same year, he told NME that an Oasis comeback was gonna happen very fucking soon. And then, again in true Liam fashion, he continued to fan the flames. On his Definitely Maybe tour this summer, he told people in the audience that they had tried to get Noel involved in the shows, but he was playing hard to get. Liam Gallagher told Mojo, "We put an offer on the table for an Oasis thing, because we got offered it and he said no. It was a big tour, a lot of money, he turned it down. I get it, he's going through a divorce. I'll do the Definitely Maybe thing and have a nice time without him." Following on from that, Liam was also really eager to get a reunion in the books before the 30th anniversary of What's the Story Morning Glory. "It's up to the universe now," he said. "It'll happen when it happens. It's out of our hands." Noel, meanwhile, has been more ambivalent about the idea. In 2023, when he was promoting his latest solo album, he mentioned he was open to a conversation about a reunion. "Liam doesn't have to speak to me," he told TalkSport. "He won't speak to me, he's a coward. So he should get some of his people, his agent, to contact my people and say, look, this is what we're thinking. Then we can have a conversation about it." Until then, he's being a little disingenuous. Around the same time, he told the NME that there's never been a real serious offer for an Oasis reunion. However, it's happened. It's happened. Oasis is coming. What's going on? Now, the newspaper The Mirror have been reporting some interesting things. They said that a source close to the negotiations said Liam and Noel are talking again and the reunion is definitely happening. "It's been a long time coming, but things are back on track. For years, Debbie, Liam's fiancée, has been trying to get Liam and Noel to patch things up. Bonehead is one of the few people they are both pals with, and he's recently been trying too, and it's finally paid off." And later in the article, another source close to the Gallaghers added Liam and Noel's mum Peggy would love to see them back playing together and has always urged them to stop arguing and put the past behind them. She'll be thrilled too with what's happened. In addition, a source told The Sun, Noel and Liam are never going to be the best of friends, but they want to bring Oasis back for the fans. They aren't getting any younger, and the demand is huge. They decided it was now or never. Noel dug his heels in for a long time, but has finally caved and agreed to return. He spoke to Liam on the phone, and they're on the same page. They know this reunion will go down in music history. And that last bit about it going down in music history is very interesting, I think. Because Liam has always been the one pushing for a reunion, and I think that's because he's very aware of legacy and how he will be remembered. It's this need for mythologizing himself. And in that aspect, he's very similar to John Lennon, his idol, of course. He was too very aware of how he'll be remembered and the whole mythology around him. Liam likes to work in big, dramatic announcements and experiences, like when he returned to Nebworth in 2022, or the big Definitely Maybe anniversary tour this year. It all adds to this mythology of Liam Gallagher and Oasis, and he clearly wasn't ready to close the book on it yet. So that is just about all I know about the reunion so far. It's a really, really exciting time for rock music, whether you're a fan of Oasis or not. I think the knock-on impacts with venues and festivals and even smaller artists as Oasis demonstrate this hunger for rock music to return is going to be incredible. What are your thoughts on the reunion? Do you think they're going to make it through the European leg for this tour? Let me know down in the comments below. And please do subscribe to the channel too to reward me for getting out of bed early and making this video. If you want the entire timeline of Oasis and how they split up, I've made a video about that. You can click over there to watch that one next. Cheers.